Right, let's see. We should be live. Let's see if it's true. I might be on a loading screen right now. And yep, there it is. And if that's the case, all I can. Hey, I just clicked in. Nice. Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3. If that's the case, all I can. Hey, I just clicked in. Nice. Sounds like I'm coming through. Okay, I'm going to drop my volume down there. I'm going to grab the link here real quick to post it up on the socials. We're going to just take a hot second here. We got about an hour or so this morning to do some cartography. So. My name is Phil. Hey, I create role-playing games, I illustrate them, and I publish online, and I've been focusing my attention on content for Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition using DMsGuild.com for the past 7 years off and on. There's a slew of links to stuff that I've built in the description down below. If you want to check out my stuff, you are more than welcome to. I've been playing since... 87. I've been playing since 1987, and I've been using Eberron as my homebrew campaign since like 2006, I think. So happy anniversary to Keith Baker and the Eberron campaign setting since being picked up in 3rd edition. I've used the Cypher system as well. It's a great system, and you can follow me at on the X Twitter platform at Phil Kearney. And like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notifications. Hey, we have new subscribers. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate folks taking interest in this stuff. Here's the book cover that we created to the adventure that we're creating right now. It's for 4 to 5 characters, levels 7 or 8, called Crystals of Mabar. Are we coming through okay? Yeah, good. And it's fighting undead and necromancer cultists in the woods in the Carnwood. In the nation of Karnath, on the nation of Corvair, on the world of Eberron, and looks like we've gotten all of that chopped up. Act 2, yeah, okay, great. So here is our terrain. Hold on, let's do it. Let's do it like this. So here's a basic terrain tile, 20 by 20 inches or 20 by 20 grid. This is the grit, the soil that grows everywhere inside the manifest zone as the necromantic life-draining effects of the plane of Mabar influence the region of Eberron in the Carnwood that's overlapped with its necromantic effects. This is the terrain tile, the basic, just generic soil. And then we add these I label them as puddles, but they're basically sinkholes with water in them. They act as difficult terrain, and they can hide undead in them. And then we have the actual gazebo itself, or the sinkhole itself, like the actual sinkhole. This is a little monument that's been neglected and forgotten. You can see here that there's little flagstones. And if you look at the side view here, you can see how the points along this little monument here, you can see where they're at, and there's the sinkhole that falls into this interior space where there is a living grave is present that creates undead, spawns monsters that then crawl up out of the sinkhole to then run across the landscape to attack characters, and way off here in the wherever. As the characters run across these undead, they can track them back to the sinkhole, and until they take care of the living grave inside of it, it's going to continue to spew undead. For you to deal with. Had some really good flank steak last night, but apparently I have some caught in my teeth. So let's see. Right now, I think what we're working on right now is the flora and fauna. There's a number of strange plants that grow in the manifest zone from the necrotic-based soil that covers everything. We have the generic crystals. We have this razor vine. Which is basically iron hard thistle brush that grows from the iron in the blood of the fallen. This will be Vulpina Lotharia, which is a viridescent glowing green moss that releases a stink cloud effect. If you enter its space, saving throw or be sickened like the Stinking Cloud effect. This does like I think D6 damage when you traverse it, like when you start your turn or you move through that area. D6. These are florets. Florets of Mabar, they're just little black dandelions. They don't do any damage, but wherever they go, they plant seed, and then they end up converting soil as well. These are yellow. These are emerald cap mushrooms. They're a viridescent green glowing mushroom. Otherwise, cause no harm. But if you brew them down into a potion, you can make a night vision potion out of them. And this is blood moss, which it has no effect other than just being additional texture. But these are just the black and white textures for each of these. So we're going to on a tabletop map, I can have a grid of these filling a square, filling a page, and cut them out, and you can just cut out little individual floret pox or emerald cap tiles, so that you can just drop them across the board to have, terrain features and issues be a problem. But we want to color these things too. So let's see if I can find. I should have a reference. Playmat space. Is reference down in scraps? That'd be inappropriate. Desk setup, color. Let's keep pushing down here. Okay, I guess I do not have any reference images set up in this place. I'm just going to unfold all of these just to make sure I'm not going to be doing anything I don't need to do. All right. Reference. Let's go grab our references then. Open. Art. Flora. So here's your blood moss. Here's Vulpina here are the florets of Mabar, and then that's what it's called, ferric ivy. There, so I want to grab a screenshot of this. Excuse me. There, and now I want to here's the emerald caps. Ferric ivy, Vulpina. And then finally, we'll grab some plague moss. Do not need to save that. Okay, so the crystals are good as is. We're looking at ferric ivy. That's right. There's nothing wrong with calling it razor wire, razor vine, but ferric ivy. Create another layer, and let's see any interesting. Excuse me. Yeah, I've got this frog in my throat, apparently. Want a general. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Okay, I need the I need the language on that to be a lot more specific. This is going to look like it's just going to mostly look like dirt, so that's not good enough. I'm okay with that. What I need to do. Lean into and embellish on this a little bit. Make it much thicker and intentional, and then we'll up the spikes on it. This feels better. Yeah. I'm liking this. Maybe if we drop that down a bit. Duplicate and then merge. Oh yeah, we'll do this little rib piping. I like that. Little spikes coming up out of it. That's cool. Maybe some highlighting. There we go. That actually feels pretty good. I think I am okay with this. Let's duplicate this group. And then okay. Lessons have been learned. That does not show up well visually. So it's fine on the black and white, but on the color map it is not defined enough. So we need to erase that. Or that what we actually need to do is bring that back up like that so it's all dark and annoying. I need to do like white highlights. Let's try it again. This time we'll just use white as our highlight. Has to be distinguishable from the terrain around it, and the terrain is dark, so I make all of this stuff dark. That just makes it more difficult to be seen. So we're willing to compromise. That's what life is a series of compromise. Let's put you in a dark, gritty place like this. That white is definitely not in the spirit of what we're trying to achieve, but it does serve a temporary purpose. But being able to get the language on this thing correct. Let's go with select, modify, contract, select, modify, contract by 1. See, that immediately looks better. So now we can use this to our advantage. Let's duplicate this layer. Erase away at the base of this. We'll just have to update the painting to swap color. There, that one seems a lot easier to identify. Let's duplicate this layer. The transparent bits are important so that the terrain pokes through underneath it. Pretty happy with how that sits. Oops, just locked up. Let's press save before my computer crashes. And I'm going to take a sip of coffee. 2 down. A few to go. Yeah, let's close that up. And relaunch it. Duplicate this layer. See, we're just putting in razor wire, just dumping some of it into here. Okay, to the free transform. I'm just rotating it and then moving to another square. Merge those layers. Now, this. Retransform. Paste. Push to here. Retransform. Rotate 180 and then flip horizontal. Flip that out. Merge down, rotate. That'll work. Let's put that there, and then yeah, that'll do. Let's see. Barrack Ivy. That'll do. Let's make the Vulpina then. Vulpina. Alrighty. Color. Let's grab this base. Yeah, let's just smudge it in. Smudge it into the terrain. Next, we'll have let's pick this up and take it over to the soil. Make sure it's going to behave as intended. So far, so good. Film these little nipping points here. God, I feel weird. My body, it feels weird right now. I don't know what's going on. What do you need? Something is letting go inside of me. I don't know what it is, but there is something definitely that is releasing within me. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Cool. We still have another 20 minutes left. There, Letharia. That's a good little patch. And then we'll duplicate that, and then we're going to merge that group. Letharia. Take it back to its point of origin here. Let's see, where do we want patches of this stuff? change this so it more fully fills the square. Just need to make sure we keep within the lines. Cool. Yeah, I don't like how square the tiles are compared to the environment. Like everything, like the tiles are artificial, while the rest of the environment is organic. I don't necessarily know how to square that circle, other than creating multi-square custom. Like a 3x5 with some spots missing, like this shape, but blended all together into an organic shape. But that would eliminate the intent of a tile. Like tiles are supposed to be square, replicatable things, but it feels like it's breaking the language of the map in general to do that. I haven't quite squared that circle yet. Could make it more rounded like that, but I have to round all of them. Let's try it. Now, erasing might actually be the right answer. Huh, maybe that is the way. Where am I at? Duplicate. There. Okay, cool. So that lines up proper now. All right, let that be our official new token. Let's see if this one flows more smoothly. So far, so good. Very difficult to see against the tile, though. Where's that group? Pina. Let's go. Make some florets. What the fuck did I find? Line. Let's see. What's a good cloud burst, sort of like a little flare. Let's see how this goes. What is actually going on right now? Oh, I get it. Thank you. That all feels good to me. Yeah, so far so good. Hey, and there's my timer. All right, so let's see. We've got some Ferric Ivy, Florets, some Vulpina, Lotharia. When we come back tomorrow, we'll finish up the Plague Moss. and the emerald caps, and then we'll put those tiles. Now that we'll have all the tiles, we'll be able to have them on both the general map as well as we can drop some of this stuff into the interior. And then we'll be done with this map specifically, but we're going to build a few more puddles just to have a variety of shapes. So we'll get that done, and then we'll move on to the next map, basically. So we're going to make some, so we'll finish the tiles, we'll make some puddles, and then we'll move on. So I suspect we'll be making puddles probably till Wednesday. And then maybe on Thursday we'll start the gazebo map. So yeah. All right, I'm pretty happy. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for hanging out. Anyone that catches up with this, I'm here 10 times per week, Monday through Friday in the morning like this, making token and map assets on Monday, including tonight, and Thursday nights I do Spelljammer ship deck plans and adventure design. On Tuesdays and Friday lunchtime, we work on martial powers, the magic, the alternate magic system for martial characters. Instead of spell casting, it's like boosts, exploits, strike effects, all improvised, like instant effects. And then on Wednesday lunchtime, we work on Spelljammer subclasses to complement the supplement that we created. So I like how this looks overall. Like from afar, I think it looks pretty good. So no complaints so far. All right. Yep, that's what we do. And then on Saturday we do whatever. So we're going to be talking about, we're going to have an essay this Saturday about improvised labyrinths, mazes, and cavern complexes. So be welcome to check that out, and like, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I'll see you guys on the other side. Check out my books. Later.